I want to rank with fanboy. The word fanboy.
Just because of Kevin?
It's not because of Kevin.
I love Kevin.
It's not because of Kevin.
Kevin's my favorite fanboy.
Kevin's not a fanboy.
He's not?
Kevin just likes games. All right, so we're gonna do rants. We're doing rants. We're doing rants because this is when it comes in this show. We're gonna save Musty for answers. We're still new at this. It's episode 2. We're getting confused here.
We are rusty.
So CC rants. So this week I want to rant about the word fanboy and what it means.
The funny thing is, I'm sure we've said that we were fanboys before, but I don't think we really understood what people think fanboy means.
Yeah, so I am a Nintendo fan, and I am a boy, and I support Nintendo. And based on the fact that Nintendo was the console that influenced me the most growing up, I prefer them to other gaming consoles. As well, for me, I believe their games are a better quality game. They're more in line with what I want to play. They're more in line with what I enjoy. That doesn't mean that I think games on the Dreamcast are bad or games on the Xbox are bad. It means that I prefer Nintendo. Now,
it doesn't mean you don't think they can do any wrong, because I think that's what people think a fanboy is. Right?
I definitely, when Nintendo makes mistakes, I can admit mistakes.
They make mistakes.
You know what I mean? I will give them the benefit of the doubt initially and say that they're going to do well. Like when they said they were going to release mobile games, and a lot of people thought, they're going to do it half-assed and it's not going to be good. I said, you know what, I'm going to wait. They do games well. I imagine they'll be okay. They released Miitomo. It was, I played that for 5 minutes, and that was it for me, and it wasn't very good. But what they did after that was Pokemon Go, which has now made them worth more than all of Sony, who is a giant company.
Yeah. Well, technically, they didn't do that.
No, but they licensed the game to a company. Right. They said, here's what we have. You do this well. Make it happen.
Yeah.
So, the term fanboy, for me, it doesn't mean I am blind to every mistake they can make. It just means that I prefer to play them. I drive a Mazda 3 right now. And when I'm done with that, I will likely get a Mazda CX-5. The reason I do that is because their fuel economy is through the roof, their safety is through the roof, I like the way they look, and they are cost-effective to buy. Now, that doesn't mean that I think Mazda makes no mistakes, and it doesn't mean that I hate every other car. It just means that I prefer Mazda, That's what I'm going to drive. I prefer Nintendo, that's what I'm going to play.
Right. Yeah.
So sometimes that gets confused with, you might hear myself or P2 say disparaging comments about Microsoft, specifically Microsoft. Xbox as a whole, I'm sure, has fun games. You're actually going to, in the CC Answers portion, you're going to hear me talk about some of those games. Really? I'm currently playing Gears of War, and I'm enjoying that. I'm playing it with Barrett on Mars Online. I'm having a really good time. It's a franchise I wanted to play.
Is that going to be one of the answers to Musty's thing?
No, not Gears of War.
Carry on.
It's a franchise I wanted to play. I'm glad I'm getting that chance on the brand new Xbox that I got for $25. But Microsoft as a company, I don't like. I don't agree with their policies. I don't agree with how they do business. I don't buy PC computers. I don't buy Windows phones. And I prefer to not buy their gaming consoles. Mostly because I find a lot of the target audience that they're aiming for is a lot of first-person shooters and a lot of racing games. Two complete genres that I have almost zero interest in.
Doesn't mean they're bad.
No.
You just don't play them.
Those games, I don't want to play them, so I don't buy those consoles. But the company itself, I don't like. I prefer Apple for my computers and my phones, and I prefer Nintendo and Sony for my gaming consoles. I don't like Microsoft's policies. It doesn't mean that I think nobody should like Microsoft. It doesn't mean I think that everybody should. That doesn't mean that I think that all of the things they do is terrible. It just means I don't prefer them. They're not for me. So that's what that means to me.
So you're not a fanboy?
No, I'm just a fan. I'm a supporter. Right. And Nintendo, and I keep using the word Nintendo because when I was growing up, Nintendo was, that's what I had. Yeah. In my formative years, that's what I had. Now, if I grew up playing an Amiga or computers, PC gaming, maybe I'd be more attached to that. If I grew up with a Sega, maybe I would be into sports now. If I grew up... Just kidding, Sega. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I've always been... I mean, my favorite console of all time is a close race between the PS1 and the Super Nintendo. Nintendo probably has the best track record for quality games, no doubt about it. But yeah, I mean... Yeah, just because you don't like another thing doesn't make you a fanboy. But maybe it does. Maybe that is what a fanboy... Maybe we don't know what a fanboy is.
Maybe. So what do you think a fanboy is?
Yeah.
Tell us in the comments. Or better yet, make a video and post the link to the video in the comments.
Ooh,
Let
I
us
like
watch
that.
it.
I like
I know
that.
YouTube took away video responses, but that's an issue. We can talk about why I don't like Google. Thanks for the free hosting, though.
Oh boy.
Go YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think you summed it up pretty well. I like good games that I'm interested in. They just happen to not be on Microsoft consoles. Although I own a 360 for the 3 games that I like on it.
Exactly.
So, and I'm sure it'll be the same way for Xbox One.
All right.